Breeched. No more dresses. From the 1550s until the 1920s, boys wore dresses until they were breeched. This interesting exhibition focuses primarily on British boys' dress from 1760 to 1810 and the breeching ceremony, entry to the masculine world, when they abandoned dresses in favor of breeches. Boys and youth clothing are often overlooked and undervalued in costume fashion history. For this exhibit, curators fashion historian Amy Della Haye and collector Alasdair Peebles explore historical boys' dress at Newham College's Fashion and Textile Museum. This vignette features a formal silk brocade suit, a boy's dress, a skeleton suit, and a small sword. This boy's dress is made of dimity, a corded cotton. The dress was made between 1770 and 1790. It was for a boy aged about 5 years. The decorative buttons and cross-lacing on the bodice identify it as a boy's dress. Notice the tucks on the skirt, which could be let out as the boy grew. Depending on parental attitudes, a breeching ceremony took place in the family home between the ages of 3 and 6 years. Resplendent in his new suit, with his curls freshly cut, the boy was presented to family and friends. Boys from wealthy families were frequently given a small sword at their breeching ceremony. A small sword describes the style of the sword, not the size. Made of gilt metal, small swords were worn only on formal occasions and are symbolic and decorative, since the blades were not sharpened. They signified the masculinity and social status of the young gentleman. A skeleton suit was an outfit of clothing for small boys, popular from about 1790 to the late 1820s, after which it increasingly lost favor with the advent of trousers. It consisted of a tight, short or long-sleeved coat or a jacket buttoned to a pair of high-waisted trousers. Skeleton suits are often described as one of the earliest fashions to be specifically tailored for children, rather than being adult fashions, which had been sized down. The name was derived from its close fit and relatively simple design. Trousers were not worn as fashionable menswear until the 1820s because they were associated with manual workwear. This is a French skeleton suit trimmed with a red waistcoat. In the U.S., a waistcoat is called a vest. The fabric is trimmed with soutache, a flat metal braid, and metal buttons. The date is about 1810. The reproduction blouse is cambric, which is a fine, dense cotton. These skeleton suits are favorites of teddy bear collectors. Embroidered in the hussar style, the hussars are light cavalry regiments known for their elegant uniforms. This skeleton suit is unusually decorative. The oversized apron design is highly symbolic. Within print media and social satire, male anatomy, sexuality, and physiology were often likened to vegetables and seeds. The acorn is associated with fertility, growth, good fortune, and health. The oak tree is venerated for embodying wisdom, strength, beauty, and power. This French suit from 1760 is silk brocade. It would have been worn for special occasions. At court, it would have been accessorized with a black fur felt cocked hat, white silk stockings, and buckle shoes. Notice the background has been painted to look like the inside of a house. This museum photo shows the double pleat on the back. The coat is a perfect replica of a man's fashionable suit of the period, complete with sword slits in the coat's skirt. The luxurious patterned silk was woven in France. The coat is interlined with horsehair to create stiffness, making it a more constricting garment for a young child. The coat was worn with knee-length breeches, which have a button leg band that distinguishes breeches from trousers, not the length of the pants. The original waistcoat or vest for this suit is in the collection of the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam. Flying kites was a favorite activity of late 18th century boys. This collection features boy suits and the kites which they flew. The suits were made before the invention of the sewing machine, and unless otherwise noted, all are British. The kites were made by Alasdair Peebles, using these kite-making directions. This group features three-piece suits from the late 18th century. From 1790s, this tailcoat is made of a ribbed cotton. The shirt is linen and lawn, a very fine cotton. Originally, it had matching trousers. The reproduction trousers were made by Alasdair Peebles, and according to him, it was with great difficulty. The casual style of the open-neck shirt, worn with the collar spreading over the coat, was only worn by children. This suit, from circa 1780, is fabricated in fuchon, a durable twill cloth with a short nap. The buttons are pewter. This is an unusual hybrid-style informal suit. Based on the size, it was probably a boy's first tailored suit. The short legs are the length of breeches, but lack the identifying knee bands. Like a skeleton suit, the pants fasten onto the upper garment with buttons. This color was referred to as drab. This informal suit is from about 1780. The fabric is Nankin, an unbleached cotton. It was popular because it was easy to launder. It has a sepia ink inscription pinned on the inside of the waistcoat or vest, which reads John D. Coleridge from his grandmother-in-law. The waistcoat and coat have cloth-covered buttons and thread buttonholes. The shirt is a reproduction. Fashion plates from the 1800s portray very young boys wearing top hats with a dress or skeleton suit. This hat was bought at auction in the United States. It was in very poor condition and has been extensively restored by a leather conservator. The Morocco leather is an unusual material for a top hat. The distinctive color, shape, and addition of decorative leather cockades are unique to hats made for children. From about 1790, this French linen suit was worn in the hot climate of Provence. The shirt is from circa 1820. The waistcoat or vest is from about 1800. It is embroidered with metal thread, which is now tarnished. This American skeleton suit from about 1790 is fabricated in block-printed cotton. The linen shirt is a reproduction. The British shoes were worn by boys and girls. They are from about 1800 and made of Morocco leather. This is the only skeleton suit Alasdair has seen that is made from a block-printed fabric. Since textiles were hand-woven, they were precious and repurposed. It is possible that this suit was made from the fabric of a woman's dress. From about 1800, this spencer or jacket is silk taffeta with silk and metal tassels. The Swiss waistcoat is embroidered cotton, also about 1800. The trousers are Nanking cotton, circa 1810. The leather shoes are from 1830. The neoclassical style, high-waisted spencer, echoes the fashionable empire line of the pelisse, a long coat worn by women. The sleeves are set so far back they would hinder a boy's movement. For this exhibition, Alasdair Peebles built mannequins and kites and painted the backgrounds. Amy Della Haye wrote the very interesting and informative labels. The Fashion and Textile Museum is located at 83 Bermondsey Street in London. It is a short walk from the London Bridge tube station. Thank you for joining me today. If you're not a member of my channel, please join. If you are, please make a comment.